Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to E&W Farms. It's February the 6th. Today we're going to start getting ready. We're actually going to start picking corn finally tomorrow. Weather's turned off pretty, and so it's dried up. So we're going to give it a shot and see what we can get done. Hopefully we can get everything picked probably by Thursday is our game plan. But like I said in one of our other videos, I jokingly said that we always had flat tires and dead batteries. Got a flat tire on the 185 that we used to pull the picker with. So we're going to use a bottle of slime and put in it, see if that'll take care of it. If it doesn't, we've got other tires and wheels already mounted up at the shop. We'll bring down and change out. But we're just going to see if we'll put a thing of slime in it, see if that takes care of it. And then we'll hit the key and see if it cranks. Take a guess on whether or not it does or not. It might get interesting. Are y'all okay? You didn't have to go to sleep. I know it's boring, but it's not that bad. Let's go. Let's see if we can stay awake and put this slime in this tire. This tire does have a tube in it already. These are tube type tires, so I'll have to remove the valve core. They're little cheap tools. Did real good. It just sheared right off. Let me grab a regular. Valve core tool here. Kind of looking like that might actually be all that's wrong with this tire. The valve stem cap's missing, so let me see if I can get it to air up. It'll just air up and I can put a valve stem cap on it and it not leak. That's all that's wrong with it, is the valve stem's all packed up full of dirt and stuff. Where is it? It's been running without a cap on it. So this tire is going to have a tube. There's not any amount of slime that's going to seal up. It's actually split out the back side of the tire and actually leaking air through the tube and through the sidewall. So this, more than likely, this will get a brand new tire and a brand new tube, because even after putting a tube in it, it's only going to pinch the tube again. So we're going to wind up, we'll take this to the shop in the morning, get another tire and wheel, and then come back and put it on the tractor tomorrow afternoon. But in the meantime, we'll actually go ahead and we'll grease the picker, get the picker checked over, and be sure that it's ready to go as soon as we get here tomorrow. While we are here, I'm going to go ahead and check all the oil in the machine and check coolant, and then check on the transmission side too. That way, tomorrow when we get here, we'll be ready to run just as soon as we get back and get the new tire put on. I'll bring you over there so you can see where we're going to. Alright, so the engine dipstick is right here. It's located on the left-hand side of the tractor on an Alice. Alice is one of the few that I know of that we run that actually has a full indicator non-running and a full indicator running on the dipstick. You see here on the back, we're within range. This tractor does consume oil. You'll notice it in the picking videos out the blow-by tube right there. This tractor will look like it's got a small fire in the crankcase. It is an engine that we have been planning to build for the last couple of winters, but due to other projects, it's just not been built yet. But maybe this year will be the year. So when it comes to checking hydraulic oil, you have two different dipsticks. This one here, this tractor has a seal out in between the rear end and the power divider section of the transmission and the back section, and it actually pumps fluid over from one side to the other. Let's see, maybe it'll focus. You can see the fluid on there. The other thing is this tractor is not setting all the way level. But before we go to picking tomorrow, we'll top the system off. Yeah, that one's bone dry. Don't want to focus too well, and I'm shaking. But it could be because this tractor is setting on an angle. So we'll check that. Might as well see if we can get it to crank. But this tractor does have a neutral safety switch on the clutch pedal, so I'll have to set y'all up here. And don't y'all get lazy again. Maybe we won't dump it off the jack. Well, we may have had a flat tire, but we didn't have a dead battery, so we're shooting 50% today. We look like we're going to need some fuel tomorrow to run, which we'll always top them off. So I'll bring fuel down tomorrow. Out of the Allis tractors that we run, this 185 is probably one of my most favorite Allises that we run. And it comes down to sitting in the seat, the operator station on it. High and bad to ride, propped up on a fender. And this tractor, with the wheel and tire package that's on it, it almost sits raked up in the front, which allows you to sit very comfortable in the seat. But this is our tractor. We plant with this tractor, we pick with this tractor, and sometimes we'll even mow hay and bale hay with it. It needs a good bit of work, but it's just a good straight old tractor. Remember I talked about we run a lot of stuff that's 40 years old. We can run serial number on this tractor sometime and actually tell you how old it is. But this one here has got some age on it, but it fires up, it runs, it's dependable. And so we keep it around. And so it's common among all of us that run it that this is probably one of our favorite ones to run. So I'm going to turn y'all off, pack my tools up. We're going to go over to the picker, get set up, and go to greasing on it. Okay, so since we couldn't get the tire to air up, stay aired up on the tractor, and we're going to have to bring another one down, we're just going to have to grease the picker and stuff where it sets at, which is not a big problem. Hopefully we won't find any friends in the weeds. If we do, one or two things will probably happen. I'm either going to pass out, not really, or scream like a little girl. So if you hear me scream like that, I might have found a snake. Or if you see a big blaze of fire go up and it used to be a corn picker, that's probably another snake. But hopefully we won't have that problem. It is still kind of winter. But let's get started on this greasing project. I'm going to leave y'all sitting here, and then whenever I go to editing this video, I'm probably going to speed this process up. It's not that bad to do. Once I get everything cleaned up and greased, I'll take you around and show you what all we have to check. We only have a couple gearboxes, and these new Idea pickers are usually all grease zerks. So let me grab my grease gun and we'll get started.